Hello, Year 3, and welcome to your last English lesson before the holidays. Today we're going to be using some adjectives, some describing words in our writing. Now, recently we've done a couple of pieces of creative writing, and I feel like we've punctuated our writing well. It's been interesting and exciting to read, but one thing I felt like we're lacking sometimes, we still don't use quite enough description in our work. So today I wanted just to practice doing a little bit more descriptive writing. At the top of your sheet, there is a picture of the Gruffalo, who's a character I'm sure you've all seen before. And the very first thing I want you to do is just to write a couple of lines describing the Gruffalo, trying to make sure that you punctuate your writing carefully and we use some nice description. And remember, when we describe something, we're describing the nouns, we're describing the objects. So I've given you a few things on here you might choose. You could describe the Gruffalo's teeth. You could describe the Gruffalo's fur. You could describe the Gruffalo's horns. You could describe the Gruffalo's claws. So just pause the video for a few minutes and see if you can write maybe 2 lines describing the Gruffalo, trying to make sure we have some nice describing words. Maybe think about words you would use to describe teeth: sharp teeth, big claws, soft fur, rough fur, pointy horns. So you think of words to use to describe these things or some of these things and put that into a sentence. That's the very first thing I'd like you to do. Then you can unpause the video. Thank you, Year 3. I'm sure you came up with some very interesting descriptive sentences to describe the Gruffalo. Now, the task for today has a list of objects down the side, and you have to come up with words to describe those things. At the very top of your sheet, it says tree, and there are 3 words next to tree. It says tall, leafy, and ancient. So words you could use to describe that object. Now that's the first thing that you'll do on the sheet. I've put fish on my board, and I've written 4 words I could use to describe a fish: blue, fast, happy, friendly. And then after that, you'll try to put your describing words into a sentence. The friendly blue fish swam happily in the sea. So I've then tried to use some of these words and put them into a sentence. And that way I know my sentence is going to have lots of good description in because I've used my describing words in my sentence. I've written lion on the board here. I'm going to give you another task to do now. Can you think of 4 words to describe a lion? So I've got lion here. Your job is to pause my video and see if you can think of 4 words to describe a lion. And I'm going to do the same. Thank you, Year 3. I'm sure you came up with some interesting words. The words I'd written on my board were strong, fierce, scary, and powerful. I'm sure you had lots of other words as well. Big, orange, brave. Lots of words we could have used. I'm sure if we were in class, my board would be full of different describing words. And then you have to try to put those words into a sentence. My sentence says, the strong, powerful lion chased the scared zebra. So I have used a few of those words again. You haven't got to use every word you write down in your sentence, because it doesn't sound brilliant just to list lots and lots of describing words. But I think definitely try to use 2 describing words in your sentence. Now that's what we'll do today. You have to think of words to describe a car. There are 2 already there. Bike, cat, dog, house, clouds, street. You have to think of words to describe those things and write them next to it. And then for maybe 4 of those lists of words, you need to put them into a sentence. So if you think of 4 words to describe a cat, you can try and put those words into a sentence. And as I said, try to use at least 2 of those describing words in your sentences. So you'll think of the words here, to describe those things, and then you'll put those words into sentences on the lines below or on the next page if you haven't got space. If you finish all of that, you can draw a picture to match up with one of your sentences. So my sentence here was, the friendly blue fish swam happily in the sea. And I've drawn a very happy, friendly fish swimming in the sea. So I could draw a picture to match up with my sentence. That is the activity for today, Year 3. So I'm looking forward to seeing lots of nice description and lots of interesting and exciting adjectives in your writing. I'll be available on Google Meet if you'd like to ask any questions or share your work, which is always nice to hear. Look forward to seeing them. Thank you.